backing up the world in case it all explodes. So, we're gonna try something a bit different today. Instead of me, doing something and then recording the voiceover afterwards, I'm gonna attempt to do everything in one shot. As you can see, we, successfully got all of the netherite that we should need for, purposes. And so now that that's done, I mean, I still have wool, and I still have empty buckets, but listen, all of this can wait for another time. And the reason all of this can wait for another time is because it appears that all of y'all are pretty chill with the idea of duplicating stuff in a single-player world, and if anyone's not chill, that's fine. The bad news is, it's not gonna stop me. So I think I'm gonna try to get a shulker box full of dragon eggs, because I can. Sir, I don't think you're supposed to be here. You know what? None of my business. None of my business. It is none of my business. It is absolutely none of my business. Anywho, I should really thank Silent Whisperer for, documenting the specific tactic I'll be using to try and duplicate items. And you'll notice I'm using the word tactic and not another word, because we all know that bugs get patched. And this does not need to be patched. Do you understand? Good. Of course, in order to do this, I am going to need to get drip leaf, and I don't have drip leaf. I looked through my stuff. There is no drip leaf, so I need to go find a lush cave, which, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I am not above making a creative copy of the world, and then using that to look for where I can find stuff, and I should have grabbed a boat. That would have been smarter. Anyway, I'm not above making a creative copy of the world so that I can just know where I need to go. Yeah, I should have had a boat. It's fine. I'll just dig down through this island. This is reasonable. I'm sure this won't end terribly. Wait, that part might end terribly. Are you going to... is that water after that point? No, there is not. Anyway, it's a good thing that I made a creative copy of the world to look through stuff anyway. Regardless of whether or not I needed to try and find a lush cave, I probably would have just made a creative copy anyway, just because, you know, I always have that go through the back of my mind of, hold on, what if something happens? This is a hole. This is not good. Okay. This is fine. You know, this is not going the way that I was hoping it would. Can I go down this way? Is this island just, like, not have a base? Okay, this is fine. I can work with this. You know, really, this is just, I keep trying to explain what was going terribly wrong before I even started trying to record, and as you can see, things are still going terribly, terribly wrong. Anyway, as I was trying to say, I usually make copies of worlds because I always think, oh hey, what if something goes terribly, terribly wrong? And, incidentally, stuff was going terribly, terribly wrong. There's iron. You know what? Fine, I'll take the iron. This is what I get as payment for having to deal with suboptimal conditions. I just want to be able to dig down. Why is this such a big deal? Why are you acting like this is such an impossible feat for me to be able to dig down? It's all I want. Please stop. I just want to get to the drip leaf. That's what I'm trying to explain, is I just want to get to the small drip leaf. I found that there's a lush cave here. Is this the penalty I have to pay because I had the audacity? I had the audacity to make a creative copy of the world so that I could see where I had to dig. I'm sorry, I didn't want to sit through like 5 hours of looking for a lush cave. I mean, I spent how many hours in this world walking to the end portal? I don't really want to spend more trying to find a lush cave just to get one singular drip leaf, because that's all I need to get started. After that, I can just use bone meal. It's all I need. It just occurred to me, I didn't put down the Y value. I'm sure it's fine. And of course there's water. Of course. So yeah, things have just not been going well for me today. me being myself, I always think something will go terribly, horribly wrong. So I generally, when I know I'm about to do something major, I make a copy of the world, just 'cause, you know, I don't know if something I do will mess it up. I don't know if there's some bug that they haven't, uncovered yet. I don't think this is the right area. Anyway, things are just not going right, because I tried to make a creative copy of the world to test things, you know, just to have a look around, make sure everything isn't exploding and going terribly, horribly wrong. You know, I make the copy of the world, and I go through the nether to the overworld, and it doesn't crash, but the game stays on the generating terrain screen, and it never, like, turns over to the... Oh, that's different. I don't know why that is the way that is. I'm going to hope that means I'm... Okay. Okay. So this is the game we're going to play game, huh? Why is there obsidian there? That is interesting. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why there's obsidian there. There just is. Oh! I wonder if that's a ruined portal. Fun. Anyway. Please. I just want to be able to get to the drip leaf. Why is there more water? You know what? I need to go this way anyway. No, why is there gravel? I don't want to have to deal with gravel. Wait. Why is this showing the old coal texture? I just realized that's the old texture. I don't know what's up with that. Of course, the water is still here. Alright, I guess we go this way then. What in the world? Oh, there's lava! Wonderful! I don't trust that that's not going to kill me, actually. I actually don't trust that. So... Drip leaf. I might need to go that direction. Okay, I know for a fact that I looked in a creative copy of this world, and there's supposed to be drip leaf. Okay, I'm sure I just have to keep persisting. I don't like the way my game keeps freezing, as though it's struggling to load something in. As though something horrible and dramatic is happening. Okay. You know what? We're gonna use the water bucket to descend. I don't like the way that's lagging. I really don't like the way that's lagging. Okay, I really don't like the way that's lagging, because that makes me suspicious that the thing that was causing me to have problems... I mean, we've at least found the lush cave, though. You know what? I think we can deal with the lag because we found the lush cave. Okay, you know what? Maybe things will be okay after all. Maybe it's fine. Everything is perfectly fine. I just need to now carefully not fall into a crevice and get trapped. And then I just need to find the drip leaf, which is somewhere in this patch of lush cave. There's a squid up there. How is there a squid up there? Wait, how is there a squid up there? Ah, that's how there's a squid up there. Is that like a chunk error from it updating? You know, I will take the free glow ink though. Alright, so drip leaf. Now I could do the ecologically responsible thing and only take what I absolutely need, or I could do the thing that saves me bone meal and take a whole bunch of them. I mean, I think a healthy compromise is just taking that tall one. I have 4 to start me off. I think that's fair. There's more iron. I'm gonna grab that iron, because I think I deserve it. After everything I've been through today. And now we're gonna go back up to the surface, away from this terrible, scary place. Okay, so now that mission is accomplished, I have obtained the drip leaf. I can now try and more coherently explain what happened. So I always back up worlds when I know I'm about to do something drastic in case either I do something that ruins everything, or in case, there's some sort of game-breaking bug that is going to destroy everything that I know and love. So it's a good thing that I did that, because, wow, did things go terribly, horribly, horribly wrong when I made a backup of this world. Like, awful, world-endingly bad. Oh hey, there's a person selling stuff. I wonder what they have. And the red sand would be nice, but I can't be bothered. So anyway, the first time I tried to make a copy of the world, I just made a creative copy because, I wanted to see if I could find where the nearest lush cave was so I could get myself some drip leaf. And so I go to leave the nether and come out of that portal over there. And it gets stuck on, that screen when you switch from the overworld, or from the nether to the overworld? I mean, it happens both ways, but you know what I mean. When you go from the nether to the overworld, and it gives you that screen that says, generating terrain, and you know how, like, if you have a lot of stuff trying to load in, it'll hang for, like, a couple seconds, and then it switches over? It never switched over. I think I have bone meal in here. I do. I think I'm just going to use this whole thing. How high is this? Theoretically, you could just grow a drip leaf to build height, couldn't you? I feel like that's a thing I should do. But that is a problem for another day, because right now we need to focus on duplicating dragon eggs. Oh my, there's so many leaves. I feel like this is way more than I will need, because I don't even know that I'm going to use this many in what I'm about to do. I feel like this is possibly an excessive amount. I mean, I definitely want drip leaf, but I also don't want to, like, be greedy and ruin everything. Do I have levers in here? I don't have levers. Wait. There I do. I knew I had, because I thought there was one time where I had accidentally made, like, a bunch of levers. I don't remember what I was trying to do instead. I just know that I absolutely didn't mean to make that many levers. I'll need some dirt. 16 dirt is a good amount of dirt. I didn't perchance accidentally make like 50 million buttons somewhere, did I? Or do I just have to make the buttons? Because if I have to make the buttons, it's not the end of the world. It'll just be slightly less convenient. I'm not seeing buttons. I just don't have like 50 million buttons sitting around, do I? That is not optimal. I mean, I could just use wood. I could just use wood buttons. It's not like... I mean, yes, it'll be in the nether, but it's not like it'll be terrible. So anyway, we're going to be duplicating this, and we might also be duplicating some other items if I feel like it. Like this. 'Cause, oh, is iron expensive. Wait, I wouldn't happen to have all of the dye colors yet, would I? Because if I did, I could do something else too. I've got a non-zero percentage of the dye colors, so that's promising. It's just occurred to me I'm not going to be able to do all of what I want to do today anyway, because I just realized that I don't have cocoa beans. Or do I? Do I have cocoa beans? I don't know which of these boxes I would have put it in. I do not have jungle wood, so I'm going to take a guess I probably don't have cocoa beans. Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to be able to duplicate all the colors of concrete, but that's fine, because the main mission is that I need to duplicate the egg. Wait, I just don't have any more green dye, do I? Wait, I'm supposed to be duplicating the egg. Why am I grabbing a bunch of cactus? Okay, we're gonna throw this into the furnace, and then it's to the nether to start doing what I set out to do in the first place. I keep getting, not only is just life fighting me, but I'm fighting my own brain right now. You know what, I'll use torches, because guess what, they'll do the same thing, and I have a billion of them. I don't need buttons. I just need something that's going to prevent an item from not breaking when it falls. That's all I have to do. I need to focus. I need to focus. Okay, and then I need just a relatively flat area. Wait. I'm gonna need more dirt. You know, wait, no, I don't need dirt. I just need dirt for the drip leaf. I can use the very flammable logs as the rest of the platform, because that definitely won't end wrong. Wait, I can just go get netherrack. I have netherrack from netherite mining. I don't need to be silly about this. I'm really regretting not making that stairway taller. That's probably definitely enough. I don't think I'll need more than that. I'm gonna get dangerously close to that lava fall if I keep going this way. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. I think that's probably far enough that this will be okay. So now it's drip leaf and lever time. I didn't need this many levers. Oh well. You know, part of me is bothered by the fact that I've placed that lever off from all the other ones, but on the other hand, I know it's probably gonna bother someone else more if I leave it there. Time for the drip leaf. Okay, and now we're ready to begin. I think before I do anything, I'm gonna just go ahead and save again because of all the stuff that's been happening when I try to do something with this world. Because like I was saying, things keep going wrong. Okay, now it's time to start. Wait, I need to place torches. Yeah. I mean, this is good anyway, because, like, the nether is kind of dark, and so it's nice that I'll be able to see better, and also, no one will mistakenly walk under my elaborate structure and become injured, because, I am all about workplace safety on this channel. We care a whole lot, and I am out of torches. It's fine. I'll just wait. Okay, that's right. I have the. Wait, no, we have more torches. It's fine. We still care about safety on this Minecraft channel. We care about workplace safety. This is a marked area. That way, no one knows to walk under it because we'll be placing gravity blocks there. Okay, and please don't disappear forever. We're gonna see what happens. I mean, realistically, I need to go back to the overworld to get an empty shulker box to put all of the eggs in anyway. So this is fine. Do I even have an empty shulker box? I have shulker shells. I don't know if I already have shulker boxes someplace else and I've just forgotten where I've put them. I mean, I feel like if I had a whole bunch of extra shulker boxes, I would have put them in a spot where future me would be able to find them easily. But I also know that sometimes I play tricks on myself. I'm going to assume that there are no secret shulker boxes somewhere, and if I sometime later down the line find that there are a bunch of shulker boxes, well, I'm sure I'll find a use for them. I should probably dye this, that way I remember. I mean, I already have a black shulker box, but I think it's fine if I have a second one. I know it would probably be a pain to implement since it took so long for us to get, like, banner shields on Bedrock. Ooh, an egg. Now we have two. We have 2 eggs. And 2 more eggs. 4 more eggs. And that actually fills out that entire line. After the next pass, then it'll just be, I guess, stacking them on top of each other? I guess that's a thing I could do. I don't know if I want to be bothered with it, though, because I feel like that's asking for things to go wrong. Nope. Okay, note to self, don't jump on top of moving entities. That's a bad idea. Which I've just realized, I've probably made this way more difficult than it needed to be, because if I'm not supposed to jump on top of these, how am I going to get the eggs? You know, we'll deal with it when we cross that bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I need to get, this is not going to work because they keep pushing me off. I'm not going to be able to get the eggs because I keep getting pushed off. I'm going to guess by how long it took for banner shields to, like, get even close to coming to bedrock. It would probably be an extremely painful thing to implement, but I kinda wish that there was a way to customize shulker boxes a bit more. I mean, it's nice to be able to dye them, but I wish there was a way to distinguish this from my flint box, because obviously these are different. As fun as it is to repeatedly hop back and forth between the overworld and the nether, it's kind of getting just a tiny bit old, so I think I'm gonna extend the operation just so it's a little less painful. I mean, I don't want to extend it too much because I don't want the game to crash again. Lava, dirt. I think doubling it would be a reasonable amount. Man, the music they put in Minecraft is just so nice. It's a shame that I keep jumping back and forth between dimensions every couple of minutes, because then the songs keep having to, you know, go back on and off all the time. So I don't think I ever finished explaining why the game kept crashing for me. It's like I would go through the overworld to the nether, from the nether to the overworld. Like at one point I actually, like instead of going back through that portal, I went through the portal... where is it? Wherever the portal is that goes to world spawn. I went through that portal, and for some reason I was able to get to the overworld. But then when I came back to the nether, then the game froze up again. It just was stuck on the, generating terrain screen. So I sat there trying to figure out what was going on, and I thought it was weird that I was able to get to the overworld. Wait, I'm telling this story wrong. I'm sorry. Let me back up. So here's the situation. I don't want things to explode, so I try to be responsible. I try and back up my world, that way nothing goes terribly, horrendously wrong. Or rather, in case something does go terribly, horrendously wrong, it's not the end of the world. Because hey, I'll have a backup. So I have my backup, and I go to leave through that portal over there, because obviously I'm still in the nether from that time that I was trying to, upgrade everything to netherite before I needed to find a netherite upgrade, because, I was not looking forward to having to try to find that. Oh wait, no, everything needs to face this way. Which I literally picked the worst way to do this, didn't I? Well, listen, it's time-limited parkour. I need to make sure that I go very fast. That's a lot of eggs. I do need to place down torches, though. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how scrambled do you think these eggs are from all that bouncing? Alright, here we go. Oh, I've just realized I may have done an oopsie, because it's gonna be hard to get to anything that's like in that center area. I should have thought about that. That was not smart. That was very not smart of me. Well... Oh, I messed up. Okay. It's okay. I know how to do this. I've played Minecraft. I know how the game works. I can do this. No. Why? Where? Okay. I made a terrible mistake. Oh, I made a terrible mistake. Trying to fix this is a nightmare. I forgot that it's the same button. It's the same button to use a lever as to try and touch the egg. Oh, this is pain. Okay, good news is I can now just start placing torches and it'll be fine. Okay, below that... Sir, do you mind? Sir, do you mind? Sir, do you mind? Thank you. I'm just trying to duplicate some eggs. That's all I'm doing. I remembered to place the torch, right? Okay, good. What? Just minding my business. Okay, so... We'll try this again. And yes, I think this is the number of entities and jittering that I feel comfortable dealing with, that I'm not terrified my computer is about to, like, instantly disintegrate. I think this is fine. We almost have 2 stacks, so I just have to do that a whole lot more times, but it's fine. Okay, 3.5 stacks. You know, do I even bother picking them up, or do I just repeatedly hop in and out? 'Cause, like, if there's more than one there, then they'll just bunch up, right? Then I don't have to snake through and pick them up every time. I could just do it every other time. That would save me time. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, that made me so nervous. That took a really long time. Oh. Okay, that made me nervous, because that took a really long time to load in. Do I want to save? I think I'm gonna save in case it explodes. Okay, I backed up the world, so hopefully everything's fine. Okay, that was a lot faster. Why was it so slow going back? I don't understand. What was the point of scaring me like that? I mean, yeah, I got like almost a stack as opposed to a half of a stack. So I think that, listen, it was scary, but I think it was probably worth it. Wait, there's eggs. Yeah, it's the only troublesome thing is trying to pick up all of the eggs, is sometimes you miss some. So we're gonna try it again. It's just, I am now terrified of, like, corrupting this world or otherwise crashing, because that's what kept happening earlier. Because it would get stuck on this screen, going back and forth. And so then I would be like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. So I would, like, hit the X on Minecraft, just close it out and reopen the world. Because, you know, usually the autosave, it works pretty well. Usually it knows how to recover. Except then when I would boot back into the world, I spawned in a completely different location that I did not recognize at all. Which was not the best. Of course, that was when I was going from the Nether to the Overworld. Going from the Overworld to the Nether was infinitely worse, because the time that I tried that, I glitched through the terrain and fell into the lava sea. So that's obviously not ideal. And of course, I'm panicking, trying to figure out, oh no, why is my game, like, freezing up when I'm trying to go back and forth? You know, is this some sort of new bug that was introduced in 1.20? And it's like, I had specifically not played on this world until, like, the first couple of bug fixes came out. Because, you know, usually when there's a major update, there's some big, significant things that, you know, have gone terribly, horribly wrong. And it's not the developer's fault, because, like, I mean, I guess technically it is their job to make sure that sort of thing doesn't happen, but also there's only so much you can do. 'Cause software development be like that. And so I'm panicking, I'm trying to look and see if there's any sort of, like, bug in the bug tracker that matches what I'm describing. Well, that matches what I'm experiencing, and I'm not finding anything. I'm finding, like I'm finding articles from 2014, and that's way too long ago to be relevant. Like, as I'm trying to troubleshoot, I even tried one of my other worlds, seeing if I could handle going back and forth between the nether, and it really freaked me out when I couldn't. Because I was thinking, oh hey, well, you know, this world, it is like a gigabyte in size, maybe the size is an issue, and the other world that I was going back and forth in was much smaller. I mean, on the plus side, that meant that the size of this world wasn't an issue, but then I was wondering, oh no, are all of my worlds corrupted now? Fortunately, that ended up not being the case, obviously. So anyway, fortunately that ended up not being the issue. You know those websites when you like look up a technical problem, and they'll like list some basic stuff that you can do to troubleshoot, and they have like 50 billion ads in the page? I don't think this one had 50 billion, it was probably closer to like 30. But anyway, one of the things they mentioned was checking your settings, so that's when I realized, oh hey, that's right, I just recently updated my operating system and my graphics card driver. So like, maybe that happened to reset my render distance. I don't know about you, but it seems like every time I get some sort of update, Minecraft decides that it's going to reset my render distance to the maximum. And I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, and I know I'm not the only one who's experiencing this. So I go to check the video settings, and sure enough, the render distance has been reset. So, for context, so that you understand, usually I have my render distance set to 24 chunks. If I turn this all the way up, I forget how many it is, but I'll say it's a lot more than 24 chunks. And so I turn it down to 24 chunks, and suddenly, I'm able to go back and forth between the netherworld and the overworld with zero problem. And, you know, it's just one of those times where it's like, I'm glad that the solution to my technology problem was that simple, but whew, was it frustrating while it was happening. I just realized I didn't separate out the first egg, because I feel like that's something people do for sentimental purposes when they're duplicating stuff, is they'll still keep the original. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's that one. I don't know, do I care that much? I don't know that I care that much. I mean, I'm gonna leave it there, but I don't know that I care that much. Maybe I do, maybe I care. Do I care? Is this the face of a person who cares? You know what, I think for the sake of being able to say, hey, here is the original egg, I think I will just ever so gently reclaim that, and then I'm gonna put it not in the egg box, because then it will be completely indistinguishable. I'll put it in here. Okay. So now I can say that I kept the original egg separate. And there we go. I am gonna need another egg, though. Listen, to most people it's just gonna look like I swapped one thing for another, completely meaningless. But, I'll know, and you'll know, and that's what matters. In conclusion, I think the moral of the story is whenever you have an update of some sort, just back up your important stuff. Back up your Minecraft world, back up your important files. You know, if you're afraid that something's gonna get corrupted, cause, you never know. It just might. Something might go terribly wrong, because honestly, like, when that first time that I went into this world and I went from the nether to the overworld, and, you know, obviously it froze on the generating terrain screen, and so I forced Minecraft shut and I opened it back up, and it put me at some random spot in the overworld where I didn't recognize anything. At first I thought that somehow my chunks in the overworld had been overwritten. 'Cause, you know, a lot of that terrain is from before 1.18, and I wasn't sure if somehow it had been deleted. And that would have been very, very bad for so many reasons. Of course, it also didn't help my mental state as I was dealing with, you know, my Minecraft world repeatedly having terrible things happen to it. It did not help that my week so far has not been the best week, and it's only Tuesday. Oh no. Oh, thank you. Oh, don't do that to me, game. My heart can't take it. Did I accidentally do this like 3 times instead of 2? I'm getting like a stack and a half instead of 1 stack. I must have accidentally done it 3 times instead of 2. Unless I did I do it 4 times instead? Well, I don't know. Hey, you know what? We're almost done. I'm not gonna complain. You know what? Don't question it. When good things happen to you, don't question them. We've discussed this. When good things happen, do not question it. One more stack. I should really stop jumping off of ledges. I don't think that's a good idea. I should really stop doing that. Don't do this to me, game. Please. Please don't. Thank you. Okay, last 4.5 stacks. We're almost there. I kinda want to save, I think. You know what? I'm gonna save. I feel bad, because I had higher expectations of my ability to commentate while also doing what I needed to do, but I think I underestimated, number one, how stressful it would be for me to dig my way to the lush cave to get the drip leaf. And I think I also just kind of overestimated my ability to stay on task, because it took me like multiple tries just to be able to even talk about what was happening with like the game repeatedly crashing as I was trying to get things done. And yeah, I need to practice more. Okay, just one more stack and we're done, which we're almost there. We're almost there. Which I think if I get 32 that I've duplicated, I have 32 on the various pieces of drip leaf, so then I don't need to hop back and forth anymore. Okay, I do indeed have 32, so I'm gonna have more than 32. But that's fine, so I can switch all of these off, and then I can just pick up the eggs. Do I not have a lever there? What happened? What happened to the lever? Am I missing a lever? Obviously I had like extra, but like... I am so confused right now. Well, regardless, I now have an entire shulker box plus 10 of eggs. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this plus 10. I obviously can't put them in that shulker box. But, okay, we have a shulker box full of eggs. This is nice. This is what we wanted to achieve. I should put them someplace safe. And, I'm gonna do it right now. Not just because I think everyone should see where I put them, but also so that I don't forget. And, I'm going to record where I put these eggs. That way, if I forget in the future, I can just look back at this video and then I will know where I put them. Because I guarantee you, I am not going to remember if I don't. You know, I had a barrel marked collectibles, and like, I think my intent with that was like the weird ores. Yeah, the various ores. I don't know why that's in there. I'm gonna trust it was important for some reason. Obviously the double tall grass, but yeah, we'll put the shulker box full of dragon eggs in there, along with the extra 10. And there we go. We've successfully duplicated an entire shulker box full of dragon eggs. So I think that was successful, despite the fact that I was incredibly stressed out trying to find the drip leaf. And I feel bad because I actually had like a story queued up that I was going to try to like tell as I was doing this, and that didn't work out because I kept being overwhelmed by dragon eggs. It shouldn't have been that overwhelming, but then again, I'm me. So what did we expect? But anywho, it's probably for the best, because I can always use that story for another time, because there are other gravity blocks that can be duplicated, such as the anvil, and also concrete powder. So I can always use that story when I duplicate one of those items. But hopefully you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care. Okay, I just checked, and just in the process of me making that video, I made 4 different copies of the world. I mean, this bottom one here is from when I started, so obviously that one has to be there in case things went horribly wrong during this recording. But these other 3, I mean, I've been recording for almost 2 hours. I don't think that's... Surely copying the world 1, 2, 3, 4 times isn't excessive. That's a perfectly reasonable amount, right? Right?